to our valid listeners.
Yes, yes, yes. Good to be back on Panorama. You know, one day without Panorama is as if what is going on in the country? I don't know what is happening. But all the same, feels good to be back. You can call us up on 07000 or 090 You can also send us a text or a WhatsApp message on 070 And you can listen to us via the website at www.wfm917.com from any part of the world. So let's start off with this one. What do you think about cohabitation before marriage? So, an actor Ibrahim Suleiman came out to say that one of the things he is glad that he did, even if it was just for a few weeks, was the fact that he cohabited with his wife. And to him, it feels like that was just like the best part of the relationship for him. Like he liked the whole idea. But you know very well that you should not be with a person you are not legally married to. Cohabitation thing, so many conversation around it. And you know, back then in school, you hear couples life. So when you hear couples life from a student, what it means is these people are dating and they live together as though they were a couple. So we see all of these things back then in school, and I'm sure they still do it till date. So Ibn Abba, what are your thoughts on it?
Okay, so I would say that when an act is frowned at, okay, so that it's good to look at the reasons and get informed.
Okay.
Because if you look at us, even traditionally in those days, a lady would not go and start living with a man until she properly besotted to him.
Okay.
And all that. So, and look at, because some people will tell you, hey, we are living together, but we're not doing anything. Even the Bible says, flee from temptation. So, you are together as friends, and then it has gotten to the next level where you're planning on being together forever. So there are so many things that people do together as couples. So there's staying away, don't stay together until you're married. I mean, there are reasons for it. Like if you're looking at what is the meaning of cohabiting, it is living together and having a sexual relationship without being married. So somebody saying that you have to have self-control, this and that, that and that. You are sleeping on a bed with somebody you are going to get married to very soon. You know you are asleep, except even if you sleep in different rooms. You have several thoughts running through your mind. Okay, let us do this. Okay, we won't go far. We won't do tempting. That is why people especially frown at cohabiting. Now, I want to say to all the single ladies out there, I'll say that wisdom is built upon knowledge.
Okay.
And that does not translate to living together. Those singles, some people will say, how do I understand her? How do I know him? That does not translate to living together.
Okay.
That you want to have the knowledge of somebody, understand the person. You don't have to live together because you could, look, it's some murky waters you are in if you are doing that already. Because we have a lot of cases of, you see two people living together, oh, we are in love, this and that. Before you know it, they break up. And this living together, whether you believe it or not, it favors the man more than the woman.
Okay.
Because in this part of the world, and in the world generally, nobody will tell you, if a guy is getting married, and it's because they think you like dated about a million women before he got married to one of them. But if it's a lady, you will hear, this guy is getting married to our how do they even put it? Our leftover. And so many things, so many very denigrating statements and comments. So when we frown against living, cohabiting or living in lovers, it is basically for me, it's basically for the lady. Because if you believe in that, it doesn't really mean that the guy are going to get married, you are cohabiting with eventually marrying. If he doesn't marry you, you move on. You meet another guy, you cohabit. He doesn't marry you, you move on. So how long are you going to test the waters? before you know that you might drown.
Okay.
Then again, you see, the length of time it takes to acquire the wisdom to live with an intended spouse is not specific. I mean, you just have to keep learning. So, okay, let us stay together so that I can understand you. You will know my downs, my lows, my highs, my this and that. Those are excuses. Because even those who have been married for years, there are some things your spouse will do and you will say, what? So we just learn, we just keep learning. So if understanding your intended spouse is the reason why you're cohabiting, you can't get the right result. You're just living a dream. You can't get it. And then again, you see some people actually view cohabiting as a pilot plan for their marriage. And that is a very, very funny misconception.
Okay.
I mean, unlike businesses, you know, when you're looking at a business project, it's a different case. You need a pilot plan and everything. But there are no professionals in marriages. You learn through the years with a lot of love, understanding, appreciation, determination, selflessness. Selflessness does not mean losing your self-worth. But being selfless is not for people that understand. You have to be patient. And of course, there is a teamwork. And so on and so on and so on. So, in 1 year or 2 years, so for goodness sake, how long are you going to cohabit to learn all of this? So, you need to know the basics, understand the basics.
Hello, Ibnabo. Oh, we'll try to reconnect with Ibnabo. Yes, we have a couple of messages here, and this particular one here from Shade in Ilupeju says, I know that the Holy Book speaks against cohabitation, but this is where we find ourselves in the society where you need to live with intending partner to know this person well. All right, we have another message here from Toyin in Mowe, and she says, I see nothing wrong with it other than the fact that the Holy Books condemn it, but I don't think that people who do this should be outrightly condemned, whatever rocks your boat. Hello, Ibnabo.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have two messages here that are on the side of cohabitation. They said, even though they know that the Holy Book speaks against it, that the times that we find ourselves in, that these are the things, the kind of measure that should be put in place. Let me play the devil's advocate here. So these days, you see a lot of bans and stuff on the internet where you hear things like you date somebody for years and you don't still know the person. Yes, and you just mentioned that even in marriage, your spouse can still do something and you were wondering, is this the person I married? So what you're saying now is no cohabitation. Just see the person when you can see the person. What you know, you know. What you don't know, you learn it in marriage, right?
Esther, even as an employee in a company, with all of the training, and you come back and you start working, you are still going to have to, jump over some hurdles.
Okay.
Nobody has the monopoly of wisdom. Nobody has the monopoly of knowing how to live with other people. No matter how, even as siblings, why do siblings quarrel? Esther, why do siblings quarrel? You see a brother and a sister, they quarrel and they've been together for years. I'm not talking about toddlers. I'm looking at teenagers,
adult girls,
young adults, and they have issues. And they are siblings, and they've lived under the same roof for so many years. You understand? So, you see, if the excuse for cohabiting is to get to know each other better, as for me, it's a misperception. Because cohabiting before tying the nuptial knot doesn't necessarily underpin your marriage. It doesn't underpin your marriage. It cannot underpin your marriage. You can only understand this person so far. And as a human being, we tend to change gradually.
Okay.
The Ibnabo you are talking to today, I wasn't exactly the way I am today 20 years ago. I'm not talking in terms of appearance or whatever.
Yes.
I'm talking about experience. What I used to do that I would not even try again. Now imagine you are married to a man who you feel that now you know everything. You have stayed together for how many years? You know everything about him, and he just comes up with something new, and you have thrown off your body. You understand? And you begin to wonder. So the best thing to learn about people are the basics.